Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever looked at the stock market and thought, that's not for me. I don't have nearly enough money. Well, today, we are going to completely blow that idea out of the water. I'm going to show you how to start your investing journey with an amount you might literally have in your wallet right now.
Does this sound familiar? I bet it does. For so many of us, this is the thought that pops into our heads, right? It's probably the #1 reason people stay on the sidelines, watching their financial goals just drift further away. But what if I told you that this one single thought is the biggest thing holding you back?
Because let's be honest, that's exactly what it is. The idea that you need a huge pile of cash to become an investor is one of the biggest myths out there. It's a wall we build in our own minds, and today we're going to tear it down, brick by brick.
So what's the secret? Forget about needing lakhs or even tens of thousands of rupees. You can get started, you can become a shareholder in some amazing companies with just 500 rupees. That's it. We're talking about the price of a movie ticket or a few cups of coffee. That's your entry ticket to becoming an investor.
Okay, so how do we actually do this? It all comes down to a super simple system that I like to call the Autopilot Investing Blueprint. It's designed to work for anyone who gets a regular paycheck, and the best part, it's built on just 2 incredibly simple rules.
So what's the foundation for this whole thing? It's really simple. Do you have a regular monthly income? And does that money get deposited into a bank account? If you just nodded yes to both of those, then congratulations, you have everything you need to get started. No finance degree needed. All right, now for the good stuff. Here's the core of the whole system. There are just 2 parts. First, you need what I call the secondary account. This is absolutely crucial. You have to create a separate space for your investing money away from your daily spending money. And second, the standing order. This is the magic key that puts the entire process on complete autopilot.
And hey, if you're wondering what a standing order is, don't worry, it's nothing complicated. It's just a simple instruction you give your bank. You basically say, hey bank, on this exact day every single month, I want you to move this much money from my main account to my secondary account. You set it up one time and it just works, month after month.
Now here's a pro tip, and this is really important, so listen up. Timing is everything. You want to set that 500 rupee transfer to happen a few days after your salary hits your account. This little tweak is a game changer. It makes sure the money is always there and the whole automated process runs like clockwork. No issues.
Okay, let's see this in action. This is where the magic starts to happen. We're moving into what I call the 3-month power play. This is where we see how that tiny, consistent action turns what feels like spare change into actual, real investment capital.
Yeah, I can almost hear some of you thinking, seriously, 500 rupees? What is that actually going to do? And you know what? That's a totally fair question. It feels so small, it's hard to believe it matters, but stick with me right here because I'm about to show you exactly how this small amount becomes the perfect launch pad. Check this out. This is the power of just letting the system do its thing. In month 1, that automatic order moves 500 rupees. Boom. Month 2, it happens again. Now you've got 1,000. By the end of month 3, you've got 1,500 rupees sitting in that secondary account ready for action. You've just built your first investment fund without even trying.
So why is 1,500 the magic number? Well, while 500 might feel a little tight for your very first trade, 1,500 is perfect. It's just enough to let you buy a few shares in a solid company, get your feet wet, and actually get a real feel for how this whole thing works.
And that leads us to the next big question, right? Okay, I've got the 1,500. Now what in the world do I actually buy? And here's the best part. You don't need to be some Wall Street genius. You're already an expert because the best data you could ever ask for is already in your daily life. Seriously, just look around you. Think about the products and services you use every single day without a second thought. What brand of toothpaste did you use this morning? Where do you do your banking? What snacks are always in your shopping cart?
These are often huge, successful, publicly listed companies, and they are fantastic places to start looking for your first investment.
You know, this creates such a powerful shift in your mindset. When you buy shares in a company whose products you already use and love, you're not just a customer anymore. You become a part owner. You are now invested in their success story, a story you are already a part of. So, you've done it. You've made your first investment. That is amazing. But this journey from saver to shareholder, it doesn't just stop here. See, the real goal wasn't just to buy one share one time. It was to build a powerful, wealth-creating habit that can last you a lifetime.
So what's the path forward? It's simple. First, don't stop. Let that standing order keep running in the background. Second, as your income grows or when you get a raise, scale up. Maybe that 500 becomes 750 or even 1,000. And third, focus on building the habit. This is how you really secure your financial future. And look, if there is only one thing you remember from our chat today, let it be this. The hardest part of investing isn't the complex charts or the math. It's none of that. It's simply getting started. It's overcoming that inertia and taking that very first step.
So what is that first step for you? It's not about trying to pick the perfect stock. It's about taking 5 minutes, maybe right after this, to open that secondary bank account. That's your real first step. That's the start of your journey.
Hey, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. If you want to learn more about how to pick those brands to invest in, come on over and revisit us at King's Academy. We've got a great guide on something called brand investment.
So what do you think? Is this a strategy you could try? What brand comes to your mind for a first investment? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so let us know in the comments section below. As always, we read every single one and will reply. Now go take that first step.